god, I just wheezed. Big fat wheeze. Okay, well, hi, welcome back to 2012, when the photo booth challenge was a thing. I felt like putting a filter on because I thought it would be funny, and it's just like not at all, but like whatever. Pretty much I'm gonna have to narrate this whole vlog because I'm trash at vlogging, and now I have to narrate it. Yeah, you're gonna see me pop up a lot, but basically I didn't want to let this vlog go to waste because, you know, I honestly don't, like, yeah, so that's just that. Let me just give you the rundown and everything before we get into these vlog clips right here. So, we got to the venue safely because guess what? We didn't drive because we're not of the age to do that to ourselves. So, my dad drove us there. He, like, knew where he was going because he used to go to this place all the time for educational purposes. We're like in there for like 30 seconds. He phones me. He's like,
"Are you okay? Like, are you in the right place?"
And we're like, "Hey, yeah." Like, he's like,
"Do you know where you're going?"
I'm like, "Yeah." And I was like, yeah, I do. Yeah. We did not know where we were going. We knew that we were in the right place because there were a bunch of people wearing their merchandise. So we're like, okay, well, at least we're in the right place, you know. But we didn't know where we were going. And there were stairs everywhere. Like, do we take these stairs? Like, what is going on? So basically, we didn't want to ask anyone. Well, first of all, there were no employees to ask. And we didn't want to ask, like, their fans because that's, I don't know, we're all, like, socially awkward. So we're just, like, kind of wandering around. We're, like, making jokes. I'm in my David Dobrik clickbait merch. And I think everyone's staring at me because they're like, you know, wrong tuber lady, but you know, they're all the same after a while. So then we're just like going up and down stairs. So we went up this like one flight of stairs, and it was like there was offices everywhere. So we're like, okay, like no. So we went down. Why do I actually look like a ghost? So then we went down this other flight of stairs that we saw. There's like a food court, so we're like, okay, like what the frick? So we eventually found this like other small flight of stairs containing like 7 stairs, and then we just kind of walked down there, and then we saw like this huge line. Okay, so we got in the line, and then we were like, are we in the right line? Because everyone was like wearing, well, not everyone, but there were a bunch of people like wearing their merch, and it was like huge line. We were like, okay, you know what the frick? So we asked like the people in front of us because they looked friendly enough, are we in the right line? And they're like, like I don't know. And then I was like, okay, well, like what line is this for? And they're like, oh, well, we're here for VIP. So we didn't have VIP, we were just there for general admission. So we're like, oh, well, I don't know if we're in the right place.
It's 7:30.
Okay, so then Kayla and I decided to skedaddle. Well, not really, but like, okay, so I decided we're gonna go explore and make sure we're not missing anything. So now we're just like walking up and down this like hall place area while Kiana held our place in line. So that's where this clip is from. Enjoy. Hey, okay. So
We're
guess
lost.
what? Yeah, we're lost. So this is not very well organized. So TMG,
And we
if
can't
you're
even
watching,
we can't even find the
frick?
merch.
Yeah, I know. I just want to get some merch, and they're just like,
we're back here.
oh yeah.
No. I'm gonna die.
Is there like,
Should we just check?
is that them on the screen? No. Okay.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, so we need to go back.
Okay, so I think that line is the VIP, maybe on the other side.
Yeah, we're 2.5 hours early, so it could be. Okay, so yeah, that's our update. I'll update you when you can like hear the people. It's like the lineup for the VIP.
Like just the VIP.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
So maybe we're just like too early. We just like jumped the ball too early, but
Maybe we can snag VIP tickets.
okay, so we got back in the line. We joined Kiana. We got back in the line. And then we asked the people behind us, like, what are you here for? And they're like, oh, we thought that this was the VIP line. So I was like, oh my fucking god. Okay, well, you know, maybe we could finesse our way in to meet them. No, I'm just kidding. I never actually thought that. Maybe I did a little bit, but anyways. One of the girls that we were, like, talking to, like, behind us, they were like, oh, she was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the front of the line and ask the people near the front of the line, like, what they initially started lining up for, and, like, where the general admission is. So I was like, okay, like, thanks, like, you're the real plug, you know? So then she went and asked, and then she came back, and then she's like, yeah, so this is the VIP line, but then the line beside us is for general admission. So we're like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much. So then we found this short little line. Like, I saw the line when we first came in and like walked by to get to the back of the line, but like I wasn't sure like what it was for. But yeah, so basically we had to go to the poor line, the small puny little line that was for peasants, poor people, and we just sat down. Hey. So we've been waiting in line for an hour, and we still have an hour to go. So I think it's actually been like an hour and a half.
Well, when did we get here? At 5:30.
Yeah.
And it's 7:02.
And it starts at 8, so we have 58 minutes.
15.
58.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, you got another hour to go.
Yeah. So,
Get it, ladies.
I want to get the merch, but we're really regretting not getting VIP.
I want to kill you.
I know. There were so many VIP people. Like, it said online, like, limited amount. I was thinking, like, 50 people. Like, half of the people who came here got VIP. So, there's a lot of people.
There's, like, more VIP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check how long the line is.
Low key.
Like, high key. You should go.
But, like, you should come with me.
Like,
Fricker. We're sitting on the ground.
wow, that's great.
I know. I'm actually really good at that. Anyways, most of the people here are like college students. We're the youngest people here.
No, everyone else is seriously so old.
Well, I mean, there was a mom and she was like killing it, but she gave me a dirty look, so kind of beef now, but whatever. Yeah. Okay, so the microphone that I had, yeah, it doesn't actually work, and I didn't realize that. Some days it works and some days it doesn't, so I guess today is just one of those days where it doesn't work. Okay, anyways, I didn't talk about this in the vlog because I just forgot to. I did mention how I wanted merch, and I did, so.
I was like, John, we're waiting in this line. I'm gonna go occupy my time and go find the merch.
But I knew that the merch was, what's the word? No, wait, hold on. I knew that the VIP people got access to the merch first before everyone else, but I still wanted to try and finesse. I convinced Kayla to come with me. So Kayla held her place in line. So Kayla and I had to figure out where it was. It wasn't that hard. So there was just like this big black curtain. And I was like, what is that? Because I was thinking either that's where the VIP is. I'm gonna go see what it is. So Kayla and I went, and it was just like the merch. I was like, oh.
But like that's what I intended to look for.
There were these two guards there. They were really skinty. So I was like, you know, if I try to run in there, they probably wouldn't be able to tackle me down. But maybe, I don't know. I was like, hi, like, is that where the merch is? And they just kind of look at me, and I'm like, and so they were like, yeah, that's the merch. And I was like, okay, well, can I go buy some? And they were like, no, sorry, like, it's shut off for VIPs for now. But you can buy some at 8 when it opens, which is also when the gates open to get into the theater. I was like, very funny, fricker. No, I'm just kidding. So I was just like, okay, thanks. And I just like walked away. I could have probably finessed because they didn't really know what they were talking about. So then we went back to the line and continued to wait. Hey, I've got my hood on now, and people are staring. Hi.
Oh, no.
Okay, so it's almost 8 o'clock. The doors, the gates, whatever the frick, they're about to open. Kayla and I, we went to go look at how long the lineup is. It's the longest thing I've ever experienced. It was like, we took like 5 minutes to walk to the end of the line. It's so long. Okay, so just to give you some context as to how long this lineup was, while I was waiting in line, I went onto Snapchat Maps to see if I knew anyone there, and I screenshotted this because I thought it was kind of funny. The people where I put my Bitmoji that says wild, those people were at the very back of the line, and you can see me, the one that's not covered, my Bitmoji. That's me, like near the front of the line. So we're kind of glad that we got here early. We're almost at the front, not quite. There's like, I don't know, like 10 people ahead of us. Yeah, it's still triggered that we didn't get meet and greet, but like, what are you gonna do when you're poor? Gotta make do, you know?
There's so many fucking people.
I know.
Like, shut up. That's what's up. Like, stop talking. Like, I don't need to hear you.
No,
Like, are you 50 feet away from your friends? There's these people, like a few people behind us, and they're laughing like the show's already begun. The intense laughter that's coming from them, it's like they're playing cards, and apparently that's the funniest thing that they've ever experienced in their whole entire life, and it's so annoying. But anyways, I uploaded the vlog, the work/shopping vlog. I'll put it in the iCard so you can click that.
Go like and comment, subscribe, all that.
And then rate it like it's 2007. Yeah, that's it. Alright, bye.
We ain't good. I'm a fat man. Feed it chewing drugs like Pac-Man. TMG on your walk, man. You ain't fucking with it, you can take a walk, man. Take a walk.
Are they ready? I'm so annoyed.
Okay, sorry it's getting progressively progressively darker. I'm editing, you already know who the okay, I put on my flashlight, but it's not really helping. Anyways, I was getting a phone call, so I have a Fitbit and it comes through. So in the clip, when I was like, I was just checking okay, so as you saw, we sat down. Basically, these people like led us to the theater. You had to get your tickets scanned. So I was like frantically pulling them up on my phone, being like, okay, like hurry up and scan them. I need to get ahead of everyone, you know what I mean? I need to get good seats. I noticed that not all the VIP people had sat down, so I was like, oh, like maybe I should leave a few empty seats in the rows ahead of me and sit in like the 10th row, you know? But then I saw people weren't doing the same as me. They weren't being nice like me. So my cousins were like, there's 3 seats in like the 7th row. So we did that instead. And the people behind us were in the row in front of us. So that's what I get for being freaking nice. Whatever, it's fine. So then as we're sitting there, I'm like, do I get merch? Do I not? I didn't really want to get merch afterwards because it's just like weird, you know? I don't know, I just didn't want to do that. So I debated getting it. So then my cousin was like, you know what, yeah, like just go do it. So I went to the merch line and the line was so long. I was like, hey, no, like I don't want to miss the beginning of the show. So then I came back, I sat down in the seat, and then I was like, do I? So then 2 minutes later I got up and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And then my cousin was like, yeah, I'll call you when it starts. So I'm in this line, I'm like super anxious, like super anxious. I'm like, if it starts I'm gonna like actually die. And then I like the people in front of me, they say something about not accepting a card, and I'm like, oh my god. So I'm just like, I need to know the facts. Social awkwardness is gonna have to like take a back seat right now. I'm just like, do they accept cards? And then she was like, oh yeah, they do. They accept cards and cash. So I was like, okay, I'm good because I had my debit card. So I get to the front of the line. I'm like, hey, can I get a medium black hoodie? So he's like, yeah, sure. Then he got the medium black hoodie. He was taking his sweet time. I'm like, sir, I do not have all day. So he gets the hoodie for me, and he's like, okay, that'll be $60, which is about the price that I was expecting it to be. He could have told me it was going to be $1,000. I would have went into debt for this. Takes my card, and he takes his sweet time. He's literally organizing the merch. I'm like, sir? Puts my card through the little machine. What happens? It declines. I'm like, I know I did not spend all my money. I just checked my bank account. Like, are you actually kidding me? So he's like, yeah, no, like, it's not your card. It's actually just the machine. Like, for some reason, it's not accepting debit. It's only accepting credit cards. I'm like, so funny. And he's like, yeah, you can go wait in the ATM machine line and get some cash out. So I was like, and then he's like, yeah, you don't have to wait in the line again once you get the cash out. I was like, okay, like, thank God. So I go in the line. I'm like, anxious. First of all, I have never been to an ATM machine, so I was like trying to look at like what other people were doing. But anyways, the girls behind me, they're like 2 college students. They were talking about some unspeakable, inappropriate things that I regret hearing. I cannot unhear it. And it was just like, I did not need to hear about this. They were talking about their lady bits, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, I could have lived my life without hearing this stuff, but like, thanks. You know, it wasn't that difficult to work an ATM machine because it gives you all the instructions. But anyways, so I just pulled out the $60. They had like a $60 option. So I was like, oh my god, like you just know what's up. Cut through the line to get like to the front, and like people were looking at me. I'm like, Miss, I'm just following the instructions, you know? So then I get to the front, I like shove the cash in his face because I'm like, I need to get places, sir. So he takes the cash, he gives me the hoodie. I like Usain Bolt to the theater. I like find the seats. I'm like, oh my god, like where are we sitting? But I just like pretend like I know where it's going, and then I found the seats. So it was like no big deal. We were not on the aisle. We were like a little bit farther, and so I trip over the girls who were like sitting in the aisle. I'm like, sorry, like, and they're just like, you know, I tried to show some remorse. It's fine. So I have the feeling to need to put on the merch right now. So I'm in my David Dobrik hoodie and I'm like sweating because I was like all anxious and like running and like all anxious. So I'm like sweating. It's also just like hot in there and I'm in a sweatshirt. So I'm like, do I just quickly like change out of it, and or do I just put it over top, or like what should I do? So then I think Kayla told me to put the TMG hoodie over top, then try to take the clickbait hoodie out from underneath. Let me tell you, this is a struggle. People are looking at me because I'm like, this? One of the hardest things physically I've ever done. Trying to not to hit people and stuff, and it's just like, I'm like sweating at this point. Anyways, I probably annoyed everyone around me, but I did it before the show started, so it was fine. And then guess what? Guess what happens? Remember when I said that the gates open at 8? Yeah, well, it started at 9, which is coincidental because guess what time it is right now? Almost 9. It's a little bit spoopy. No one told us that it was going to start at 9. I was under the impression that once the gates open, that's when it starts. But no, I didn't get very many clips of the show.
I don't know. Everyone's looking over there. Why are so many people looking? Kayla said because people got engaged. I said maybe. People got engaged? No, I said, I didn't say. I said, are people getting engaged?
Make some motherfucking noise! What the fuck is good? You can be louder than that! Cyberbullying, knock it off. That's it, bitch.
Hey. Hey. Hi, y'all. We're all really tired. That show was only an hour and 15 minutes, but like kind of worth it. I mean, we did wait 3.5 hours. It's fine. We're all starving. Kate, there's these people over there throwing a bottle, and I'm actually getting triggered. Kate, it's enough.
That's what white kids
Frickers.
do for fun.
Yeah. I think it was maybe entertaining, like 2015.
Holy shit, water bottle trick shots?
Okay.
So dead.
Also, if this gets copyrighted, I'm gonna frick it up.
Hey, why would it get copyrighted?
Because they said if you film it and post it on YouTube,
Yeah, if you
then
film the show.
Yeah, which I filmed some of it. So if it gets copyrighted, who cares? I'm not monetized. Hey Cody, hey Noelle, hope you copyright this. They're probably not even gonna see this. So, oh yeah, I bought the merchandise because I'm stupid and don't know how to spend my money correctly.
Hey, why don't you
It looks
throw
like
everything all over me?
It looks like Fox merch. Do you know what I'm talking about now? Look at the picture.
Oh, I do.
Look at that. Do you see the picture?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, and then it's got like the tour dates on the back, and it's so ugly, but I bought it anyways. They have a flight to catch at 8:30 tomorrow. Guess what time they have to wake up? 5 in the morning. 10:36.
have to get up in 7 hours?
No. No, it's, wait, hold on.
Yeah, 7 hours.
No, wait, it's
I was gonna say
11:30,
5, but I know that was
12:30,
wrong.
1:30.
2:30, 3:30, 4:35,
2:30. Oh no, it's actually 6.5 hours.
Sorry.
I think. I
was gonna say 5,
Too
but I
late.
knew that was wrong. I was like, it's not 5 hours.
I
know
in my
that.
head I thought that too. It's too late to be doing math right now.
No, yeah.
I just, sir.
Oh, okay, we're coming.
Alright, I literally took like a 3-day break from editing this, but that's the end of the video, so hope you enjoyed. Hopefully I wasn't too annoying. I was watching it and I was like, ew, but you know what? I put the time in editing it, and, you know, bye!